Did you ever believe that you were going to get this famous? And was it actually about the fame, or was it more because you wanted to be such a recognised member of the body mod world and industry?
Well, I don't even think that I'm that famous, but basically I started this work like 20 years ago when it was really underground, and like it was like less likely that you can be famous doing piercing because it was totally underground. So and what I'm doing, it's my passion and it's my lifestyle, and I never planned to be any famous or anything. I guess the time when, like, because I was one of the first body modification artists in the world, so that that kind of that was quite obvious, like, to get it was easy way to get name. Not easy way, but like, we easily got name because we were one. There was like me and Lucas and Steve basically. So, but yeah, that's not my priority in this business, to get famous. Um, well, it's like it's quite, in other way, like, I'm quite happy that, like, if people think that I'm famous because of my work, so then it means that I've done my work pretty well.
You made the Mad Max bars,
Yeah.
flesh coils, plating,
Yeah.
and skin pocketing. Do you ever feel like people are waiting on you to make the
new
next
one.
big thing?
Not really. I don't know, because it's like maybe in one way, like I know that because once when you've done something, people expect more from you, obviously. But like I said, I'm not really interested about like what other people think about me, or like, I prefer to concentrate for what I'm doing, instead of thinking what other people expect me to do, or what they want me to do, or what they think about me. So I think that's why I can be creative and do new stuff, because I don't waste my time for thinking what is like what other people think.
And your team, the Psycho Cyborgs, where did the idea behind that come? Did you just kind of stumble across each other and think, hey, we should get a team together?
Like 2001, 2002, I started um, doing stuff like for myself. Like first just like simple play piercings and suspensions and stuff like that, and then I started doing more and more extreme stuff, like piercing my stomach and my hand and that kind of stuff. And then I had a time in my life, like I was in a quite dark place, and I had lots of time to think. So I was already doing freak show, but it was totally like normal freak show, more like, stuff what people normally do when they do freaks. So, but I wanted to do something different, like more dark and like no any happy side. So I wanted to make show what is like some horror show or splatter movie on the stage, and like give same kind of feelings to audience, like, that I can't watch but I have to watch, and get like, and also like sometimes we had like quite like we've been doing like example concentration camp team shows and that kind of stuff, which is like a little bit like a Nazi type of things, although that there's nothing to do with Nazism in our show, but I want to make people think as well, and those clever people who understand things, they understand that we don't do concentration camps so because we are Nazis. It's more like against the Nazis. We just want to remind people about our world history, example. And yeah, it's basically, it was my own idea, the whole cyborgs, and I had a difficult time to find enough hardcore performers with me. So then I met Paavo. He's from Finland. So I made him to move to London and start cyborgs with me. And that was the story basically.
You've got such extreme events. Has anything really bad ever happened, or have you ever left stage and thought we really shouldn't have done that?
No. Basically, because even that those tricks are really hardcore, but they're all based in body modification and like extreme body modification. Like they might look really extreme and really hardcore, but end of the day, you know, I just use my experience of human body and do those things, and they are pretty safe to do. Only we had only one accident, and that was like, and that wasn't even extreme trick. Justin, one of our performer, accidentally he pierced Ala's cheek with a long needle and syringe, what was filled with some, I think it was something like some hair dye or something, some green liquid, which was just meant to be through the cheek and then injecting the stuff like to the mouth basically. So really safe trick. But he accidentally started injecting before the needle was through the cheek. So all this shit, he injected the stuff in the cheek. So after that Ala was in the hospital a couple of days. But like nothing else ever happened, and with those extreme tricks, no any problems. Of course we need always stitches after our show, but that's like what we expecting anyway. Like of course if you cut someone's open on the stage, then you need to need stitches after the show obviously. But that's all.
And the likes of your team, you don't go out for the fame and glory, but there are some modifiers that do seem to appear like they're doing it for a rock star fame quality.
If you think example Marilyn Manson,
Yeah.
he was really underground. He wanted to be really underground and really unique and like, you know, far from commercial. But he became to be, because he wanted to be so underground, he became to be really fucking famous and really, now he's really commercial. But in one way he managed to keep this kind of image that he's still underground, not commercial. But of course this is a little bit different thing because we're talking about rock business and this is body modification business. I don't know, like there's the stuff like I've been doing quite commercial stuff as well, and it's kind of like the bad side of this thing. But at the same time, if you want to be in the business and try to make even a little bit money of that, you kind of have to advertise yourself and being in the media, and but I had like for a couple of years I had a time, like I had a period that I didn't want to deal with any media, and because I thought that it's wrong, and basically when they called me and they asked like, can they do interview, and I asked what is your reason why you want to do this interview? We want to shock people. I said wrong answer, goodbye. But then I realized that actually if I don't do it, someone else do it, and there's other people might do it for just getting famous, and they want to shock people. So at least at least I can a little bit control what what kind of image people get of body modification if I do those interviews and if I'm in the media.